Everybody ready? I have not been more proud of our team sitting in front of you guys yet this year. I hope to feel like this a lot more. That was incredible. That was incredible. Once again, great crowd, great energy, but I couldn't be more proud of our team, the toughness we showed tonight, the togetherness, the connectedness we showed tonight. We went through another one of those droughts there in the second half, and we weathered that storm. We didn't get off to the best of starts after going up 4-0. We weathered that storm. We are, as you can see, as banged up as you can possibly be. Everybody is. Had another young man, Vitautas, get sick yesterday, so he wasn't even able to be at the game today. Steph Walker, I'm sure most of you guys saw, is on crutches. He had surgery yesterday. We are just that was a resilient effort tonight from our guys, with a lot of guys really contributing in our preparation leading up to the game, and then being able to get it done in game action. I could not be more proud of our team.
Was that the balance that you had on the scoring? You almost had 5 guys in double figures. Is that kind of what you want to see?
As long as we win, yes. I think the biggest thing for me is guys were ready. Big Cal was really good tonight. Obviously, everybody's going to talk about Sean and Rob. Jaden Johnson doing what he did. RJ, the biggest play of the game was the overplay steal. We come out of the huddle. They've got a set ready to go. They had been doing pretty good ATOs in this game against us, and RJ gets the overplay steal in the dunk to put us up 8. That was huge. It gave us a chance to kind of take a big, deep breath, a sigh of relief, and then lock in and get ready for a defensive possession. But just all in all, that was everybody stepped up and did what they were supposed to do. Scotty Hubbard got real minutes tonight. He didn't do a bad job. He did what he was supposed to do. He's somebody that, if we are like we are right now, we're going to have to count on. He'll be one of those guys I talk about, like Donovan Raymond. His best basketball in an ODU uniform is ahead of him, but that may be sooner rather than later because of the circumstances. So glad that he was able to step in tonight. Caden Diggs continues to just take steps forward. His confidence, you can see it when he plays. I'm proud. I'm proud of our guys.
Coach, I think he held them to under 30 in the second half. Is that
Yes, 29.
One of the best defensive efforts you've seen?
Well, I think the biggest thing was we held Pope to 6 in the second half. He had 17 at halftime. He's a load. He's very tough. His wingspan has got to be something ridiculous. But he plays so hard. He's so physical. And we did a good job on him in the second half. So proud of that. And obviously holding him to 6 contributes to holding him under 30.
Mike, you've probably been around some pretty good offensive rebounders in your career.
Yeah.
Where does Sean rank up there?
I don't know. It's hard for me to say. I don't like ranking anything, but he does it all the time. You've coached some guys. I've coached some guys that, once every 3 games they have one of those incredible nights. It just seems like every time you turn around, it seems like he averages 10 offensive rebounds a game. It's unbelievable. But again, I give him all the credit. He plays hard. He's got a nose for the ball. That is a skill. But his effort level is what separates him.
How big was it to come out of the second half? Kind of a nice little spurt that you guys had.
Yeah, it was good. Again, just you look at our team. We're so young. They're so old. Texas State is an older team. Their point guard is a sophomore, but everybody else is a junior, a senior, or a graduate. We're playing. At this point, so many younger guys. I just think we went into the locker room. We finished the half pretty well to be up 3. We went into the locker room, and guys, again, just kind of got to sit down, relax a little bit, and then recommit themselves to what the game plan is or was. And it helped us to start out the second half. And, again, we got to do that 6 more times in league, 7 more times overall, and then it really means something.
You mentioned Cal earlier. I don't have the sheet in front of me, but I think he had 10 points, maybe 8 rebounds.
10 and 9.
Is this possibly a breakout game for Cal? Are you starting to put the things together?
Yeah, just, again, he wasn't in foul trouble tonight. They let those guys play. I appreciate that. He's starting to do some things that, again, I think everybody's got to remember. Cal has not played a lot of basketball at the college level. So the fact that he is able to like get all of these minutes, all of these experiences, playing in close games, having to guard the different people. Like at the end of the game, we were switching everything. He got switched off on number 11. He had to do everything he could to keep number 11 in front of him. Like again, you talk about, you know, somebody who is continually getting better every time out. I think Big Kyle is doing that.
Coach, you talked about weathering storms earlier in the year. A run like that might have overwhelmed you guys.
Yes.
What's changed about the team?
We're growing up. We're trusting each other. Like we're a more connected unit right now, and I think that's probably the best term to use. Like we are, you know, as we grow together, we're not splintered off. And when things go wrong and something needs to happen, it's not okay. I'm going to fix this because we've got 5 guys on the court that are used to being the guy that fixes it. We've gotten much closer, much more on the same page, and again, just I think you can see that. Like, you know, guys are trusting each other a lot more than we were. I mean, shoot, even 2 weeks ago.
Coach obviously wasn't perfect, but good blueprint game going into the last 7 games here.
Every game's different. Yeah, every game's different. Texas State is going to be different than, you know, we come back in here and we got Georgia State and Marshall. Like, every game's different. Georgia State provides a totally different challenge. You know, Marshall provides another totally different challenge. So, blueprint in terms of being connected, executing a game plan as well as we possibly could, making our free throws, like just a lot of those little things that, you know, may go overlooked. Again, it's good to be able to go watch film now with these guys and be like, see, look at that, look at this. That's why we won.
This team has been a thorn in ODU's side in the past few years in the conference tournament and the
So
regular season.
I remember 2 years ago, again, just so we're clear, I mean, I've rooted for ODU every chance I got. And I remember when, you know, we had a really good season going into the conference tournament, and then I don't know if we scored 20 points in the first half against them. And I almost felt bad because I was just like, well, is it me? Because I rarely got to watch the game from start to finish live. But I got to watch that one, and it was the first time I had done that. And so I remember Texas State kicking our rear ends, you know, 2 years ago. So, I wasn't a part of it, but I remember watching.
Emo said he talked to his teammates about it. Were you around when he talked?
I was not.
Coach, you look at. Go ahead, Eric.
This time of year, you're often not thinking of seeding in the tournament because, you know, you're going to play the same number of games no matter where you are.
Yeah.
This year, it matters a lot because you could be playing anywhere from 4 to 7 games.
Yeah, so again, I'm weird. So I've been looking at seeding since probably January 2nd. So, you know, if you went and looked in my notebook, you'd see I already have the bracket drawn out. I've got everybody's games, what they have left. Tonight will be fun because I get to watch a huge Sun Belt Conference play games today, so get to go and look at it. I don't have any names filled in the bracket, but you start to think about what's best for our team, when, you know, what we have the ability to earn in terms of a seed, and then what that means for a schedule and things like that. I'm where my feet are. I'm present in the moment, but I don't think I'd be the person I am if I wasn't at least trying to predict what possibly could happen.
What do you think about the Sun Belt seeding? You know, it's different for the.
Nope, not gonna do that.
You're not going to do that?
Nope.
I assume yours.
I'm a traditionalist.
You're a traditionalist. Okay.
Hey, did you see, you were coaching the game, but did you see there was a big announcement during the game that Harry Minnion was going to be inducted into the Virginia Sports Hall of Fame? Did you see that?
I've known that for a couple weeks now, and I plan to be present when he does. So congratulations to Harry. He was around when I played. Sorry.
I've been around a long time.
Yeah, but he's been somebody that I've enjoyed spending time with since I've been back, because he was around during the good old days, so to speak. So we want some more of those. Congrats.
Congrats, Eric. Coach, you look at Jaden, the balance of him getting the ball to Sean, getting the ball to Davis versus attacking himself. Do you like where he's at with that? What would you like to see from him in that regard?
Pick his spots at the right time. I mean, you know, he's somebody that, again, we have a group of young men that work. Like, Jaden puts in a lot of time on his own. You know, we've celebrated Caden and Donovan the last couple of games because of their emergence, but, you know, Jaden's been consistent since he arrived in Norfolk. So, like, I could not be more proud of him. There are days that I want him to get off the ball quicker. There are days when I want him to be more aggressive and shoot the ball. He's a freshman, and he's getting better right before our eyes. So, proud of him, proud of us. But no, he's a freshman. He's doing what freshmen do.
Sean turned it on in the last, I think he had 12 points in the last 11 minutes. I don't know how many rebounds. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Are we surprised at this point? If we are, then I don't know what we're watching. I think Sean has been one of those clutch performers. I remember talking to Sean during the recruitment process, and us kind of telling Sean how we felt like he was going to fit in with what we do. He was an offensive rebounder before he got here. I didn't know it was like this. Like, he gives us so many extra possessions. We had more offensive rebounds than we had defensive rebounds tonight. I mean, that's unheard of. So, and he's a huge part of that. So, we knew we were getting a great young man. We knew we were getting a hard worker. We knew we were getting somebody who wants to be great as a basketball player, and he's done nothing but put the time in to do that. But there's certain parts of this that I didn't know we were getting, and I'm so happy that we did. All right, that's good.
Thank you. Thanks.
Ron, how much pride do you take in being on the offensive glass? Because clearly you put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah, I mean, like, just being able to get us extra possessions in like a game, especially games where we're not making a lot of shots. I feel like just being on the offensive glass just gives us more opportunities, and I feel like that gives us a better chance of winning that game with more possessions.
How big was this win, Sean, for you guys? You got all being banged up like you were.
Yeah, I mean, this was a really big one. Just looking at the conference and how, like, balanced everything is. Us being able to get this win, I think, gives us the confidence and the motivation to kind of know that we could finish at the top of this league. So this one was definitely a great one.
You sit next to Coach, you hear him say those things about you on and off the court. What's that like for you to get to hear him give you your flowers a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, it's great. When I was getting recruited here, I knew the type of coach that I was coming to play for. I knew the type of staff that I was coming to play for. So, it's just a blessing to be a part of this and, being able to allow them to coach me.
Just one more question about offensive rebounding.
Yeah.
You're not the biggest guy out there. The guy's bigger than you have here. What is the key for you to be as effective as you are?
Yeah, I think with me, it's more so like I kind of know where the ball is going to go before everybody else does, and I get off the floor quick. So I feel like those two things kind of put me in a good position. And I also have pretty long arms, so. Yeah.
Sean, Coach said that he hadn't been in here as proud of you guys as he was tonight. Is that kind of feeling in the locker room too? You guys feel like this is one of your most complete games?
Yeah, for sure. Just going into this game, the JMU game didn't go as well as we wanted it to go. So, this week we practiced pretty hard, and we just came into this game with like a mindset of we like got to get this dub. So, we showed it from the jump, and we finished the game out strong.
So it was 51-49, and there was a play. If you had 9 offensive rebounds, you might have had like 8 of them on that one. And even before the timeout, and then the and one, you got the and one.
Yeah.
I mean, what was that play? Talk about that play.
Yeah, I mean, when I first got my first shot attempt, I really, thought I was gonna make the first one. Then I got it again, and then I missed it again. So it's just like pretty much at that point, I was just like, I need to get this ball again to either get fouled or make the bucket. So that was pretty much just my mindset on that play.
Did you feel like you got fouled before they called it?
Oh yeah, for sure. But
You got hit every time.
Yeah, I just played through it. But
So
yeah.
all the things that you talked about why you think you're a good rebounder, lots of physical stuff there, but it's really, a mental thing. Like, at what point when you were growing up playing basketball, you just have the will to go get that more than some other guys?
Yeah, just growing up, I played on a lot of teams where maybe I didn't get the ball a lot. So, when you're not getting the ball, you got to find a way to go get the ball. And, just growing up on teams, too, that won a lot, I noticed that, being able to get my team more possessions is, that puts us in a really great position to win that game. So, just in that regard, I just always wanted to just get on the offensive glass.
Go ahead. How tough was Pope to play against? That guy was a beast.
Pope, oh yeah, I mean, he's a great player, very, very strong. But like that guy, is definitely strong. It was hard to stop him, but I think as a team, we did the best we could.
I think you got one block on the stat sheet. I think it was that play late, the corner three.
Yeah.
You closed out. Tell me what happened there. What did you see?
Yeah, it was kind of like a scramble mode situation. I realized, that's their shooter. I realized late, and I was like, I needed to get a hand up, and I was lucky to get the block on that one.
The wingspan came in handy on that one too.
Yeah.
Did you realize you were about to get an extra free throw?
I actually did. I definitely did, but nobody said nothing, so just let it
You're
play
trying to
out.
play cool.
Yeah. Nobody.
I think first possession, Caleb took like about 5 dribbles.
Yeah.
Did you know he had that in his bag, so to speak? I mean, I haven't really seen that out of him.
Cal is super talented. We practiced that a lot this week. We wanted to get him going quick. So and we knew that we're a pretty small team. So that's kind of what we wanted to do out the gate to get him going and get us a early bucket.
Any more questions for Sean? Thank you.
Good.
Thanks, Sean.
Sure.